Yo, welcome everyone, Sanjay Uchiha here, and it's time for Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Core 3. I know I'm late to the party, had a back and forth weekend on the road, so hence why I couldn't do the reaction review at that time. But we're here, Bleach! Yes, sir. And yo, Manala based on how last episode go, like, I'm just looking forward to more of the changes, extended fight scenes and all that jazz and blues, and more of the, you know, the almighty bullshit. Yeah, because we have to have that with this final villain, right? So yeah, of course, leave a like, let me know your thoughts on Bleach 1000 Year Blood War Core 3 so far. Definitely a highlight in terms of this anime season, to say the least. Kubo is definitely cooking along with Studio Perio, however it's pronounced. But anyway, let's get into it. I feel like I missed a post-credit scene or something. The fact that we just jump into this. Anyway. This is good because it was kind of apart from like Jushiro like randomly having like one of the hands of the Soul King, basically. We didn't really get a flashback in the manga, if I'm remembering correctly. So this is good. Ooh, this is nice. Talk to the hand, son. Ooh, I like how they did that. Then again, the Bleach titles are always creative. Continue the trend of don't underestimate old people in anime and manga. Exactly. Which character does this remind me of? Can't place my hand on it, but it does remind me of another character from another anime. The man, the myth, the legend. Oh no, not yet, not yet, not yet. Let's calm down. I like how they have Una Ahana here as well, given who she really is, to just kind of observe their potential in this little sparring session. Makes sense. Ooh, of course, central. Ooh, Kaien stuff. Like Ukitake just throw back the rules in them face. Of course.
命にはかけるべき時があるんだ。それが今回じゃなかったってだけさ。これだが。
お酒で紛れたことなど 一度でもあったのですか？
あったさ、女の子に振られちゃった時は。
Yo, Kyoraku.
それなら
Yo, gotta
二人
love
は
this guy,
お酒は
dog.
必要ありませんね。袖にはされませんから。
分かっているだろう。口木。十四郎、戦いには2つある。命を守るための戦いと誇りを守るための戦いと。なら僕は話をしようじゃないか。愛禅宗介。
The man, the myth, the legend. Oh, there we go.
まだお前に私と戦う理由はあるか。レオは大量の魂魄が出入りするソウルソサイティを安定させるために作られた。それが失われた今、ソウルソサイティも断崖もメコムンドも現世も全て等しく崩れ去る。一応お前の手によってな。
行くぞ、佐藤、ガンジュ。
お兄さん、こちら手のなる方へ。セッパープラスミスキエルだってやるってやめろ。
Yo, the fact that Chad actually got like to attack Yuha just goes to show you that yo, they definitely upped it with these additional scenes.
一向に反応がないね。冷圧での対話はしない主義だったかい？それともさすがの君もここではそれすらできないのか。じゃなく口で応答ができるはずだ。普通なら2年も口を塞がれてれば喋ることなんてできないだろうけど、君に限っちゃそんなことはないだろう。そうだな。バカな。まだ口の封印しか解いちゃいないぞ。
Yo.
使える鍵はまだ2本あるんだろう。解放された左目と足首の具合はどうだい？なるほど。君は相変わらずのようだ。褒められてるのかな、どうも。ここから出たいかい？出してくれなどと言った覚えはないが。出たくもない男が残り2本の鍵を使えなんて言うかね。
Yo, but yo, I like this. I miss this. Like, you know, it's Aizen there. You definitely gotta have this back and forth, even with these quote unquote simple questions, right?
なるほど。君が殺されれば、無限の門は永久に閉ざされるというわけか。私が君を殺してまで無限の鍵を手に入れようとするだろうと考えたのか。まったく四十六室という連中。
こいつに座って上まで運ばれてくれないか。久しぶりに
Cheers, Sama.
空気を吸いたかないかい？失礼。
No, boy.
拘束させていただく。ちょっと勝手に。
目も当てられぬうかつさだな。この拘束具は私の冷圧を消すのではなく、私の近くに留めておくことしかできない。お前たちが触れればどうなるかなど語らずともしない。
Yo, and this OST.
強楽春す。その椅子に腰掛けて外に出たところで、私がソウルソサエティのために力を貸すと思うのか。
何もソウルソサエティのために戦えなんて言っちゃいないさ。
空気を吸いたくはないか。だとユーハバッハに潰される無様なソウルソサエティの空気をか。
Alright, so that was Bleach, the Thousand Year Blood War, episode 29. Our Core 3, episode 3, and of course the additions courtesy of Kubo and the studio itself. It's there for all of us to see, man. Like getting Ukitake's flashback to see how he, formed that, quote unquote contract with Mimihagi. That was definitely necessary compared to the manga. I mean, the overall benefit of this, right, is just that the story feels much more fleshed out compared to the manga version of the story. And looking at Bleach here, right, and I haven't been reading the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, but based on how persons have been complaining about the ending to that, I'm starting to think that persons are hoping when it comes on to the anime adaptation of that final arc for JJK that it could get the Bleach treatment, honestly, because this is definitely pushing the Thousand Year Blood War up there in terms of one of my favorite arcs in Bleach, honestly, because it just feels so much more fleshed out. And of course, as we would have mentioned here before, since Core 3 has a lot of fights, we continue to get a number of additional scenes, fight sequences that are good. Yo, the fact that we had Chad going in on UI, even if it was just a punch that was blocked, that's a good indication of the fact that they're really upping the additional sequences to flesh out and make this feel like a fully wholesome meal for the eyes viewing pleasure, I suppose. So there was that. Definitely love it. And of course, the expanded lore when it comes on to Mimihagi and Ukitake was definitely good. It definitely helps to paint the Soul King as this mystical figure, kind of helps to add context, add weight to the fact that he really is the Soul King, and that the fact that even just a piece of him, an arm of him, can do so much for someone that was basically destined to die, essentially. And getting more in terms of what the Soul King can do in terms of the left hand controlling advancement and the right hand controlling stillness. So I like that. It definitely helps paint the Soul King as the quote-unquote Soul King, this figure that's supposedly should be above all beings in Bleach. So I definitely love that. It definitely helps. What I also liked about this episode, especially since we're kinda just relatively speaking getting into finding out what Yuha can really do with his eyes open, right? But at the same time, when you think about all the explanations you've gotten for the Almighty so far, it seems busted. Spoiler warning, there's more explanations to come when it comes on to it. But what's good with this episode is that we get some nuance to it to kind of establish that there are some things that not even the Almighty can foresee. So that's good. That's kind of setting the foundation for, some way that they could potentially beat Yuha. So, it comes down to this: when you introduce something broken, there should be something nuanced enough about that broken ability that allows other characters to go up against it, so it doesn't become this one-sided slaughter. Like with Kyoka Suigetsu, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Wow. The fact that you could actually, by holding on to the blade, you could, see through the illusions that Aizen casts, little things like that. So that's good. I like that. And of course, as we speak about the man himself, Aizen coming back finally to kind of stir up this war, add some dynamic flavor to it, to say the least. Kyoraku going down, kind of trying to put all cards on the table when it comes on to winning this war. And I think that kind of shows a contrast between Kyoraku and the type of head captain he is compared to, say, head captain Yamamoto. So I like that. Maybe Yamamoto wouldn't have gone this route if he was still alive. So that's interesting. And what's also interesting is the contrast that they kind of set up through the additional flashbacks with Ukitake between, Ukitake, doing what he had to do with the Kamikake, and Kyoraku actually freeing Aizen. And I like how they parallel it by saying, like, there are two types of battles, one to protect lives and one to defend honor. And the fact that these two have kind of been like two sides of the same coin since, early Bleach, I like that kind of parallel type of narratives, type of storytelling in terms of the two paths they're going along to actually, save everyone and, win this war. So I thought that was good. All in all, with Aizen back, there's so many dynamic moving parts to this. It could go anyway. And again, like the potential, not even potential, the definite additional scenes that will come from this, well, it's just hanging over. That's just like a subtle layer above everything, right? To look forward to when it, as a manga reader, especially. So, yeah. But anyway, let me know what you thought about this episode, guys. I thought it was awesome. Probably last episode was definitely more action packed, but this is still a decent entry into the 1000-Year Blood War Core 3, and of course overall. So, Sanjay Uchiha, let me know what you think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Of course, we'll continue to do more Bleach reaction reviews until the end. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bleach! And that wasn't too... that lacked the oomph.